This is a podcast by Harmony Co. Insights into Bilingualism. Should I translate? Please don't. Never translate if you're seeking to learn a language. Only do so if you're learning to compare languages, which is a whole other game, right? Instead, reserve your energy for carving out meaning from what you hear and read based exclusively on your context and your intervention. Let me help you understand what I mean here. Looking around for clues. By context, I imply everything you have right in front of you, literally. Who are you talking to? A friend, a stranger, your boss? Where are you exactly? At work, at the airport, in a restaurant? Relax and let your intuition guide you, as context is your best friend in figuring out what is being said. A simple sentence such as, John is crazy can mean anything from John is mentally impaired to John is funny and I love his sense of humor, depending on who you're talking to, your tone of voice, facial expression, and so on. Allow yourself to surf on context when trying to understand what people say, rather than focusing on words only. Most of the time, words are not enough to convey meaning. Acting independently. Some may think that understanding is a passive phenomenon and that all we have to do is just sit there, easily absorbing whatever comes our way. It is definitely not that simple, at least not at first. For most of us, bilinguals in formation, understanding our second language requires some blood-sweating, back-breaking effort. It requires action, that is, proactivity through willful intervention. And by intervention, I mean anything you can physically do to help yourself understand what the fuck is being given to you. Sometimes this getting out of the comfort zone can be really, really tough, but we just have to deal with it. For example, if you're face to face with someone, you can use your body language to request for repetition and further help. So instead of just standing there with a blank face, feeling sorry for yourself, panicking because you just can't understand what the guy at the airport says, you can do the following. Open a wide smile, hold out one hand in front of you in a whoa, hold your horses bro kind of way, while gently waving the other hand up and down, slowly and smoothly at the pace you wish your partner were speaking. This is normally understood as a sorry, I can't follow what you're saying, so it will help me a lot if you could speak more slowly, matching the tempo of my hand. It's pretty simple. Just keep calm and use your body to generate empathy towards you. People tend to forget how challenging becoming bilingual can be. Body language can help you communicate that challenge and find support in the person you're talking to. Remember that communication requires at least two, so get your partner involved in the game as well. They'll probably find it all very exciting and you'll learn a lot with them. Pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Okay, what happens when you have no one around to help you? No one that you're actually interacting with? What if you're simply reading a book or watching something on Netflix by yourself? Well, in this case, Mr. Google or any other search engine becomes your best buddy. Whenever you come across something you don't understand, a whole new world of possibilities opens up right in front of you. Again, all you have to do is to act out of your own will and take responsibility for it. In other words, you've got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps if you want to become bilingual. especially if you live in a country that doesn't speak your second language as a mother tongue. You've got to make it rain, dear friend, and employ technology to help you with that. For example, let's say that you've decided to bring your second language to life and start to reading in English in your off time as well. You chose an article on Facebook about puppies. You read it moderately well, having to stop every now and then to recall what the odd word means. Yet you come across paw, this peculiar word you're not acquainted with. You know what ear is, you know what tail is, you just have never encountered the word paw before. So you take your first try. First try. You stop your reading for a moment, fetch your mobile phone or your computer, open the Google app and type in the following two words, paw and definition. Enter the search. Google will normally give you a definition alongside with the pronunciation of the word you're looking at, right at the top of the page. If it doesn't, just look for another source down the list. Oxford and Cambridge dictionaries are perhaps your safest options. They've been around for a long time, they know their stuff. Select one and have a read through the definition. Still not quite getting it? No panic. Try something else. Second try. Go back to Google and this time search for this sequence, paw and image. Picture should come up on the screen. Some words are best understood visually, you see? Now, when the word you're curious about is abstract in nature, such as love, desire, intuition, etc., this technique is not going to be very effective. Yet, don't lose hope. You still have some other approaches you could try. Third try. Another strategy in understanding a new word is looking for its synonyms. Different words with the same meaning like couch and sofa. You follow the same procedure on Google, but now type paw and synonym in the search bar. Look for the link of a page called Thesaurus. Click on it. Thesaurus works pretty much like a normal dictionary, except that instead of a definition, it gathers, organizes, and displays all the words which are related in meaning to the word you're trying to understand. It's a bit like interviewing the whole family before you meet your partner, or like studying all the ingredients on the table to guess what the soup will taste like. By looking at synonyms, you get an idea of what the word means through family resemblance, looking at its relatives. If you search for the word happy, for example, you get all its siblings and cousins, glad, joyful, cheerful, etc. They'll be sorted by color intensity. The darker words represent the closer relatives. Sometimes you'll even find identical twins in this area, like couch and sofa, which mean virtually the same thing. The light-shaded relatives, on the other hand, are less reliable as indicators of meaning. But just like long-distance cousins, they can be a lot of fun to know. Take your time here. Have a feel of the whole family. You'll probably develop a feeling of what the word means, and this might help you with a dictionary definition you couldn't understand earlier. However, if you're still stuck, and that happens a lot to be honest, chill out. You've got the ultimate trick up your sleeve. The ultimate try. Finally, if none of your attempts to understand a damn word succeeded, and in desperation you even tried YouTube searching for some help, the time has come for you to step up your game. It's time to employ your networking to help you. Ask yourself the following question. Who do I know that could help me understand this word or phrase? Make a list of everyone that comes to mind. This is when a second language therapist or a teacher can come in handy to speed up the process. If you don't have a professional helping you along the way, don't worry. There's always someone around to help you out. You just gotta find this person. I'll write an article about that soon, I promise. Finding the right person to help you might require some time and planning, but it will certainly be worth the effort. Remember, being bilingual is about being part of a community of people who speak two languages. It feels like a brotherhood sometimes. Find someone you feel like sharing the journey with, someone you know will be happy to help and who you deem to be a good role model. The right person will come, trust me. But you've got to keep digging, keep mining your network. Abroad is a place within. You don't have to travel to be immersed in your second language. You don't need a teacher or a classroom to learn grammar. I know people who learned English as a second language just from playing video games. The key to bilingualism is your mindset, your attitude. So use your imagination, be resourceful, be determined to push through any barriers and to jump through any hoops that you may come across. Nobody said it was easy, did they? Nor did anybody say that learning a second language was probable. Much on the contrary, it's perhaps the most challenging thing you'll ever do in your whole life, after raising a child, of course. But it's perfectly possible, and possible is enough for us. Don't translate, relate. Soon you feel just like when you were a kid, learning to express yourself and to comprehend others from within words, from within language, completely immersed. Will you allow yourself to?